everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody is doing well. If you haven't noticed already, your girl has a new mic. Not only is it a new mic, but it's a mic that she's actually bedazzled. It's professional and she has been like kahliatroyed. Today I thought I'd talk about how I went viral on TikTok twice and its effect on my content creator career. When I'm looking at a lot of creators and influencers on social media, I do see a lot of people want desperately for their videos to go viral, and just the general consensus is that the virality in a video equals success. For somebody whose videos have actually gone viral, I do have to say it can definitely be successful if it's the right video and it's to the right audience and it conveys the right message. If it does go viral for the wrong reasons, you are sort of left with an image or an expectation that if that specific video isn't something that isn't the type of content that you usually create, you are now known for that video, so your audience are now expecting more content within that specific subject, especially if you haven't really grown on a specific social media channel itself. You now sort of have these people, thousands of people, who expect you to have some consistency within what they want to see from you. I went viral twice. My first video, I can't even believe that I'm going to put this on the internet, especially on YouTube. My first video that I went viral with is hygiene tip video, and it was talking about how to wash your backside correctly. In 2021 I got really deep into feminine hygiene and washing your back door and all sorts of things, and I wasn't really familiar with TikTok at the time. I didn't really have an idea of what TikTok was, how it worked, how people made money from it, so I just started posting all these self-care sort of videos because I noticed that when I was speaking to a lot of people just socially or on flights, I happened to know a lot more about self-care and hygiene than some people did. And so I was giving lots of people like different sorts of like hygiene tips, smell tips, like best things to use. And then I did some more research and tested like lots of different products that YouTubers were using. And I developed my own routine, and I decided to post a video talking about how to clean your backside on TikTok. That video went pretty viral to the point where I woke up to hundreds and hundreds of messages on my TikTok talking about how the products that I used are not what they would use and just basically cussing me out. I was dragged. I was absolutely dragged. So what I ended up doing was, for my own mental health and my own sense of safety online, I just deleted a lot of the horrible comments and I just disabled all the comments. And the video continued to obviously rise, but after I disabled the comments, when people can't really express themselves, I expected it to go down. So eventually it started to go down. Up until this day, I'm still getting people like the video and watch the video. I can probably tell you right now what the video is on. 242,000 views. I do know that is currently still climbing all the time. Obviously, when we talk about the term viral, I know 242,000 views isn't as huge as some viral videos go, or as my next viral videos that I'm going to talk to you about go. However, this went viral, like within me waking up the next morning, I had 50,000 views. By the time I got to the gym, I had 80,000 views. So it basically just started flipping very quickly, and then I had to sort of calm it down myself because I was like, I do not want to be known for the girl who teaches you how to clean your bum. That is not my niche. That is not what I want to be known for. So that was my first video. So you can imagine my sort of thought process. So I continue to post other videos and try and sort of find myself and figure out what exactly I was trying to post online. I've been trying to post on YouTube for years, and so it was really cool to see that some of my short form content was able to reach a larger audience. But it made me start to think, okay, like what exactly do I want to be known for, and what exactly was I trying in the past that didn't work and that I can improve with my next sort of stuff that I want to put out. then came my mum. So a lot of you, I'm not sure if a lot of you know, but my mum is my great grandmother. Everybody seems to think she's my grandma. I keep telling everybody that there's 4 generations of us. So she is my great grandmother. She is 94 this year. I am 28 years old. She is my mum's mum's mum. So it's me, then it is my mum, then it is my nan, then it is my great grandmother. I'm very close to my mum. We have a great relationship. She does have quite a few great grandchildren, but I just happen to be her favourite. And so I just posted a video of her on my bed listening to some old Jamaican music that went viral. She barely said anything. That was like 300,000 views within like a couple of days. Then I continued to post content of her, and people just absolutely fell in love with her, and she became sort of like the nation's Jamaican sweetheart grandmother, which I felt really happy about, because it's really nice for her to get such lovely comments and recognition in her twilight years. And you don't know how much longer you've got with somebody. Like, creating this content's quite beautiful for me, because I know that when she does transcend, I will be able to look back and think about all the memories that I have with her. But a lot of the beautiful, beautiful comments that I was getting on my videos of her were the reasons why I kept posting, because I had a lot of people say to me that a lot of my videos reminded them of them with their grandma or with their older relatives. And because my relationship with my mum for me is so normal, it helped me realise that when I was talking to other people, not everybody has that. So I think there was a lot of gratitude and a lot of happiness and joy, and that came from my mum going viral. With that also came a sort of change in my brand again. So obviously the girl that cleans her bum to the girl that now is doing loads of videos with her great grandmother. So the videos with my mum happened to just consistently do well, and as it was interesting, because on one hand it was really good that my page was still getting a high level of engagement with the posts that I did of my mum. It was good that that was happening whilst I was trying to figure out my brand. However, the more viral that my mum went, there was a much larger expectation for me to provide more content with her that she was not always able to provide. So obviously, as the older she gets, there's only a certain amount of things that I can get her to do. There's only a certain amount of things that she understands, and there's only a certain amount of time that I actually spend with her, as my mum does live alone. Then her most viral, which is the most viral video on my TikTok, came into fruition, which is me getting my mum to try bubble tea. I'm going to put it right here. If you are interested, I'll put the links to all of these videos. Apart from the how to wash your bum video, you're going to have to the deep depths to try and find that video. I mean, I haven't taken it down yet, because I suppose it still gives like a funnel to my page. However, I will put the links to the videos that I'm talking about in the description down below, so that you can have a look at my TikTok and give me a follow. But yeah, the most viral video was me getting her to try the bubble tea. People just fell in love with her. Like, they just loved everything about her. They loved her, how pleasant she is, how we speak to one another, just everything. People just seem to really, really, like, gravitate to her. Even in the street, when I take her out, sometimes there are people that recognise us, which is literally insane. I will always love making content with my mum, because obviously she's my great grandma. However, I needed my brand to sort of like take off on its own, but I didn't actually know what that brand was. I think the pros and cons to going viral is, I think the pros would probably be your instant recognition, potential, obviously, building a community. I think instant gratification, like what this world lives in, you being able to be like, have a lot of engagement and recognition for the work that you've put in a very, very short space of time. When you do go viral, it happens for a while, so you're constantly, maybe over the next couple of weeks, even months, even up to years, of people finding your video and commenting on it and being the person that is known for that. You gain enough followers to be able to enter into something like the TikTok creator program, which is really, really cool. The cons are that if your video is not what you want to go viral for and what you want to be known for, you have to like completely reinvent your entire brand and figure out what you want to be known for, because the recognition and the attention is nice, but when you are trying to build that community and that community is only wanting the one thing from the video you created, it's very difficult to sometimes get away from that. Another example would be my friend Oleka, who posted the video of her and the Scouse baby. They both went completely viral, a little bit similar to my situation. Video wanted to be on Good Morning, on the news. People were just messaging her saying more videos with you and the baby and blah blah blah, and the baby wasn't even her baby, it was her friend's baby. But people just wanted as much content as they could with her and the baby, so she had to sort of change her brand and change her TikTok and her content to actually focus a little bit on who she is and what she wanted to represent. I think that when you are looking to grow as a content creator and you're looking to invest in yourself and develop it yourself, try and look a little bit more into longevity of your content, as opposed to I just want to go viral, I just want to be known immediately, I just want everything immediately. Think about like who you are, what you're trying to represent, what sort of brands would be interested in your content, what sort of audience you have, how you can connect and interact with that community, how you can grow within the career, what you're actually looking for, like what sort of person do you want to be on the internet. You know, looking at your content, is it something that is people would enjoy watching? Is it something that only comes from you? Have you got like that unique selling point that says, oh, I am here, this is what I want to say, this is how I want to grow, and this is what you can get from it. Everybody knows the content pillars of being inspirational, educational, relatable. Everybody knows all of that. So think really, really carefully about creating a strategy and a plan that really represents yourself and your growth. And I think the last tip that I can give anybody that is wanting to grow as a content creator, so be patient with yourself and don't look at virality as the only option for you to grow. There are so many different ways of growing, and organic growth, for me, what I've learned from my experience, is probably something I would have preferred, because I would have known my audience a little bit more. I would have known what I needed to provide. I would have known how to develop and change and progress within my content, and I wouldn't just sort of be a little bit stuck thinking, okay, I'm either known for the person that's teaching you how to clean your bum, or I'm known for the person that is 94 years old, and there's like no in between, because I haven't actually reintroduced myself as Kahlia and shown what I want to do and who I want to be as a person. I think the last tip I can give you is really believe in yourself. I'm only stepping into this light right now. I think that on paper I really wanted to be a content creator. However, I don't think I truly believed it within my soul and my state that it was possible for me to gain all of the things that I could from it. So I ended up having, over 80,000 followers, kind of posting when I sort of felt like it and not taking it as seriously as I should be and as I could be in order to get the things that I want and to progress in my career. So you need to have that inherent belief that whatever you're posting is good. I did my research, I reinvented myself, I reinvented my brand. I'll be talking about it a little bit on this channel, about how I went from being sort of like a mid-level creator into being somebody that is getting everything that I've ever asked for within like weeks of each other, by just simply believing that I'm good enough and that what I'm putting out people want to hear. So yeah, I did a video on self-concept. I spoke about that in my last video, but I will put it up again because I believe that really helped me with the way that my content is going now, by just having that underlying like belief system that I can get where I want to go and I can do what I want to do. That being said, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something, and I hope I inspired you. I hope that you aspire to growing your audience and growing as a successful content creator like you are, as opposed to just going viral and becoming a one-hit wonder. Sending lots of love. I hope you enjoy your day.